Our top story this morning, new overnight, a deadly shooting after a concealed carry license holder opens fire on someone opening fire on him.
These folks out here hate. Yeah, I heard it through the pipeline. Rumors about how they gon' rob me in the nighttime. For real, they just waiting for the right time. But guess what? You never catch me without mine. Without mine. 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 You never catch me without mine.
Yo, what's good, man? This your boy Smoke Tales. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you got it on you, cause I got it on me. You know how we getting down on this end. Family of man killed in South Sacramento shooting seeks to know the truth. The family of a man shot and killed at a home in South Sacramento over the weekend is calling for justice. An aunt seeking answers and accountability in the deadly shooting of her nephew. She's identifying as 38-year-old James Rankins, a father of two girls. The investigators are still sorting out what led up to the deadly shooting that the family is calling ruthless. Police say they know who the shooter is. They have not arrested him. Sacramento police were called to a 27th Street home following the shooting Sunday. Officers found Rankins lying in the front yard with at least one gunshot wound. Dispatch audio describes the scene as a 211, a robbery, and the subject in the front yard, a black male in his 30s, looked like he came into the son's yard to try to rob him. Rankins' aunt, who did not want to be identified, said her nephew had been invited there and was friends with the family, a father and son. He had once lived with them. Attorney Justin Ward says investigators are likely interviewing witnesses and combing through surveillance cameras to determine what led up to the deadly shooting and whether it was an act of self-defense. This deadly confrontation has left a grieving aunt seeking answers. I got an answer for you, Auntie. That man came inside the people's yard, tried to rob something, and got his ass sent to the upper room.
The family of a man shot and killed at a home in South Sacramento is calling for justice tonight. Police say they know who the shooter is. They have not yet arrested him. Thanks for staying with us here at 10 o'clock. I'm Hunter Sowards.
And I'm Marley Ginter. CBS 13 Steve Large is getting answers into why no arrests have been made so far. Steve?
And police are still sorting out what led up to this deadly shooting. Family is calling the killing ruthless.
You know, he didn't have to die that way. I think that was ruthless.
An aunt seeking answers and accountability in the deadly shooting of her nephew. She is identifying as 38-year-old James Rankins, father of two girls.
These are his so-called friends.
Police were called to this 27th Street home following the shooting to find Rankins laying in the front yard here with at least one gunshot wound.
The subject's in the front yard, male black 30s. It looks like he came into the son's yard and tried to 211 him.
Dispatch audio describes the scene as a 211, a robbery. Only Rankins' aunt says her nephew had been invited here and was friends with the family, a father and son. He had once lived here with them.
Where was his mask? Why would you go in there and show your face? If he did do anything wrong, okay, we'll accept that. But it's just not sounding right. It's just not sounding right.
There's a lot of unknowns.
Attorney Justin Ward says investigators are likely interviewing witnesses and combing through surveillance cameras to determine what led up to the deadly shooting and whether it was an act of self-defense.
You're allowed to use deadly force or force causing great bodily injury to defend against a violent crime. So if somebody tries to rob you violently, you can use deadly force to defend yourself.
A deadly confrontation at a home where family says friendship took a fatal turn, leaving this father dead and this grieving aunt seeking answers.
I want to know the truth.
Yeah, the shooting took place at about 6 o'clock yesterday evening. The family of Rankins is planning a vigil for tomorrow night.
Yeah, man, so you see how they getting down out there in Sacramento. That man ran up playing, came in the people's yard, tried to rob him. Now Auntie want answers. The answers is just what you got. He played games and fucked around and found out, right? He used to live with the people too, like you said. So obviously he was even more on some backdoor shit. Yeah, nah, he was a good man and all this, the same spiel everybody give, or he was going in school with NASA to be an astronaut. If he wouldn't have played games, then he wouldn't have found out. That's just how this shit go out here in the streets. People have the right to protect themselves. Because in Florida, we got to stand your ground and constitutional carry and all that good shit, right? Because if you run up on me with the bullshit, your ass gonna be laying next to James. Man, this your boy Smoke Tails, man. Until next time, you never catch me without mine.
Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine.